Veshema devahitam yadayuhu. May, as long as we live, our life should be of joy to the divine beings. Shubhodaya. We in our life, whether freedom is better or restraint is better, what yoga is saying, restraint is a must. Restraint is a must. Without restraint, leading a life, the human values will degrade itself to animalistic level. We need to have a restraint in life. The restraint in yoga, it is called as yama. Yama means restraint. Lead a life with restraint so that you won't destroy yourself. You are not a nuisance to the society also. Restraint is called as yama. Yama is with yamayati. Yamayati means lead a life with restraint. Without any restraint, leading the life, and there is no peace. No peace, no happiness in our life. We think do whatever you want, and without leading an unrestrained life is a happiness. What the Bhagavad Gita also talks about, leading a life without any restraint, it is no happiness. In Bhagavad Gita, Natyukta, what is that? Nasti yukta ayukta, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shanti, ashantasya kuta sukham. Ashantasya yukta na yukta. Where is no yukta? Yukta means restrained life. Without yukta, leading a life without any discipline, ashantasya nacha bhavayata shanti, ashantasya kutasukam. Yama is restraint is required. The country is made up of people. People should be citizens of the country, got to be restrained, have a discipline in their life. The king, the leader of the country, is a representative of the people. If people themselves are unrestrained, the leader of the country also will be unrestrained. What is happening? Global war. Across the countries, their war is happening. The kings, leaders of the countries are unrestrained, creating the havoc around the world. Yama is a must for the own health, country's health, and global health. We are first the citizens of the world, then we are the citizens of a country, then we belong to a religion. Religion comes later. First, you are identifying yourself as a human. We are the custodian of the world. First is you are a human, then you are a part of the country, then you are part of the religion, any sect, any faith, any denomination. So, the first focus, Patanjali talks about Ete Jati Desha Kala Samaya Anvichana Sarvabhauma Mahavratam. This, the principles of yoga, yama, must be applied in everyone's life, irrespective of your religion, faith, country, your denomination, time, circumstances. Is without no consideration, everyone must follow this one. Everyone, Sarvabhauma. This is a universal law for all humans. You are a human, so the particular instructions in particular religion may be relevant for some people. This one, it is talking about irrespective of your faith. This is a Mahavrata. You have to follow this one as a Mahavrata. Yama has 5 principles: Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. is Yamani. These Yama, 5 in principle, the Ahimsa. Ahimsa is talking about in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita talks about in the war front. Sri Krishna tells Arjuna in the war front, battle front, 3 times he tells, follow the Ahimsa. Follow the Ahimsa in the war front. So, 3 times it lays the importance of Ahimsa. Ahimsa means you are not the only custodian of this world. This world belongs to everyone. So, you are not this world is not for your own enjoyment. This world is not for your own enjoyment, it is for everyone. Everyone's enjoyment. So, Ahimsa, principles of Ahimsa says you should not be thinking about your own immediate meal. Immediate meal, you should think about generations to come. Ahimsa means we are so focused, how can I get? How can I get for me? How can I get for me? Ahimsa means you think far ahead, generations to come. Generations to come, and Ahimsa, principle of Ahimsa, it is talking about the animals, every living beings are the stakeholders of this planet. Everyone has equal right. You have no right to exploit, use as little as you can. You are not here to consume the resources. Ahimsa says, be resourceful for others. You are not here for everything I won't have for all resources for me. It says you become resourceful. Resourceful, and you be of value, be a contributor, not a consumer. You are not just a consumer. How can I contribute? How can I contribute? When you have that application, that is the innermost message of Bhagavad Gita, innermost message of all religion, innermost message of all illumined people. They say, lead a life such a way that you are a contributor. Never keep on asking, what can I get? What can I get? I want more. I want more. How can I contribute? How can I contribute? This world is sustained on Ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Mahabharata says, Ahimsa hi paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa is the ultimate dharma of all dharma. As a father, as a mother, as a child, as a citizen, we have various dharmas. Mahabharata says, Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa hi paramo dharmaha. This Ahimsa is not what Gandhi thought. Give one cheek to, if I hit somebody one cheek, give the other one. Gandhi misled the India for decades. He misled the word of Ahimsa. Sri Krishna talks about in the battlefield. Follow the Ahimsa. Not that you become a doormat. If somebody slaps, show other one. Ahimsa means become strong, think ahead. How can you sustain the generations to come? Nourish the generations to come. This is the message of Ahimsa. Ahimsa, message of yoga, Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Lie down on your back.